Very nice, very nice, very nice.
It changed.
Hey, what is up, everybody?
Baby.
It's Uncle Matt here. We have officially returned to the Sian Bahia Principe Escape in Mexico. We had some fun adjustments to try to make to get here yesterday. Go back and watch that video if you have not done so already, but we are here. It is roughly about 4 o'clock. Oh, that's later than I thought it was. So, we got our first night planned. Got a dinner reservation about 7:30. It's one of the restaurants that's up here at the Sian side of the resort, so we don't have to worry about making our way to the beachside stuff, but got to the room, getting settled in. I mentioned it in the previous video. Big focus, big thing we're gonna be looking for on this trip is what is different now that Hyatt has officially taken over the Bahia chain of resorts. I'll show this a little bit later, but we were in the lobby earlier checking in, and all new furniture, all new accoutrement there, so already seeing some changes in that regard, but we'll be on the lookout for stuff like that throughout the week. And other than that, it's just gonna be our standard Bahia trips. If you watch one of our Bahia series, you know what we get into. We go, we hang out, we have the drinks, we come back, we spiffy up, we go to dinner. Nothing too fancy, but looking out for what the changes are, what the updates are, what the new stuff is. Even before the Hyatt takeover as well, there's also an entirely newly redeveloped section over in kind of the primary resort area on the beach side, the tequila area. That's new. That was being under construction the last time we were here. Also, last time we were here, I just forgot that we were talking with the guy who was checking us in. Coba burned down the last time we were here, so I got it back up and running pretty much within like 2 weeks, so it'll be fun to kind of pop through there, see how Coba's doing. But we are back in our room, not too crazy. We did not do the penthouse version of Sian this time, so no upstairs route, which you maybe have seen in our previous videos. Yeah, we got the full kitchenette area here, dining room table, little porch patio we can sit out on and relax.
There's a little Juliet over there too.
Bedroom over there, little kind of small opener windows there. Closets, restrooms. Oh, this is nice. I don't know if we've ever had this before. It's actually like toothpaste waiting for us here. I don't know if that's a new thing. I can't really recall. Suds, me, soaps. So far, so good. In addition to potential Hyatt updates, I will also be keeping you posted on any signs of alien activity. If you watched the travel video, you'll know what that's all about. We really only got 2-3 months before the Galactic Federation
Oh my god, stop it.
makes themselves known, and obviously it's going to spur directly out of here in the Mexico area, so we'll be keeping an eye out for what the Galactic Federation is kind of laying down out here. So updates, changes that we see from Hyatt type potential stuff and alien activity. From just updates, and you can definitely tell this room has been freshly painted and updated recently. The bed is very nice. We've got memory foam mattress, which I don't know that we've ever had that before, at least a memory foam cover, so super comfy bed. So a few potential touch-up upgrades that we're seeing on the Hyatt end of things. No alien activity yet, though, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. I feel like we don't always do the best job of partaking in the welcome gifts that they leave. Like, you know, it's usually like a fruit tray like this, some chocolates. But we also got a bottle of tequila left for us here. Not a brand I'm familiar with, but I thought it was olive oil at first. Actually, I thought this was olive oil. It's like, oh, they gave us a bottle of olive oil. That's very nice, but it's tequila, so I'm gonna have a grape just to make sure I partake in the welcome gifts. So yeah, grape time. Grape test taste.
Matt, did you see how many more hangers we have? We might get to like actually have full-blown hangers. Like I get to hang my clothes and you get to hang yours.
Good, great. That's a good grip, as they say in the movies.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
She's bothering about some hangers. Just claims this is more hangers than we get. I'm skeptical. Quick little mini power nap for me. Travel day is exhausting. Jess already headed down the lobby. I'm meeting up with her now. Alright, so I mentioned this earlier, but you can definitely see if you're watching our previous videos or if you've been to CNCon yourself, the furniture in the lobby area is all brand new. A lot lighter, more modern looking than some like the kind of heavy duty like couch recliner type things that used to be here. There's Jessa. She's here. Oh,
Thanks for sure.
thanks. With it being our first night and kind of getting a midday arrival, mostly just chilling in the lobby for tonight. Got our dinner reservation coming up in a little bit, but just hanging out, lobby bar style. Now, unfortunately for me, if you're a first-time viewer, if you're a long-time viewer, you know this. I'm not a drinker, so it's kind of a waste of time to hang out at the lobby bar when you don't drink. But luckily, they've got some fabulous mocktails. I believe this is a virgin strawberry daiquiri that just has acquired for me.
Not bourbon.
What?
Not bourbon.
Still good anyway. Jessica tricked me into drinking, I guess. One quick observation I'm seeing, just kind of looking around. Doesn't seem to be that crowded. Not a whole lot of people here. Lobby, I mean, it's coming up on 7 o'clock and there's spattering of people in the lobby. I just looked, the buffet's open now for dinner and I can only see like 1 or 2 tables set in there. So Saturday, travel day, maybe there's some people in and out. Maybe it'll pick up as the week goes, but
Travel day is probably the big thing.
initial just first look, it seems like it's much quieter than what we're usually used to seeing here, which is never like packed or like crazy or crowded or anything like that, but usually have like a decent amount of people kind of hanging around. And like usually like when the buffet opens up for like either dinner, lunch, breakfast, there's like a line of people just waiting to get in and get food, and doesn't seem to be the case today. All right, so as we exit the lobby area, make our way over to Alux for our first dinner reservation, a thought popped in my head. I was remembering, I was thinking still as I walked by the lobby buffet, I was like, it's still so quiet over there. There's nobody eating there. And I recall from our recent trips that I believe, according to you, they've lifted the restrictions to where people used to only be able to get like standard guests 3 reservations, and now they can get all 7. So buffets might be slower because everybody's getting all the dinner reservations, which also makes sense because ours were a little trickier this time. Like we had like 2 that were like 9:30, but Josh has got that sorted out already and fixed already. So just a thought, just something popped in my head. Now that everybody can get all the dinner reservations, the buffet dinner time may be a lot quieter than it used to be. Always thinking. That's what they call me, Mr. Thinking.
Nobody calls you that.
All right, Alux, which I believe is Justice's current #1 restaurant, is on deck tonight. Here's a look at the menu. Also, they do have the tomahawk upgrades and the things you can add on to your meal here. Lots of good choices. I don't know what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a good night's sleep, though, because I am exhausted. All right, they always have a welcome beverage at the restaurants. Jess is trying hers.
That's really good.
You know me, I'm not a drinker, but they really take an offense to it if you don't try the welcome beverage, so least I can do. It's okay. First up for appetizer, we got the beef tartare, which is something I never thought I would like, but when you come to a place like this where you can just kind of order anything, it doesn't matter because it's all inclusive. It gave me the chance to try it, and it's become one of my favorite things to get down here. Yummy. Beef du tartare. Quite good. I do wish
They gave more crackers.
more crackers, and my first one was a little soggy. This one's feels like it's going to be crisper, but I only got need 3 to 4. I got 2, so but the taste is there. Soup round, French onion soup, and me and Jessica got the same thing, so I'm not going to necessarily show both of our meals because we literally matched each other on our order tonight. She copied me.
No, you copied me.
Frenchy and oniony. I bet this is good.
It's always the same. So hot.
So hot. Good soup. All right, so we're finishing off with the lovely lobster fromage and orzo dish. I think Jessica was right. She said, I think last time she got this, and it was by far the biggest winner we had on the menu, so I had to go with it this time. Looks quite good. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that's good. Really good. Okay, so different ways on dessert after kind of matching up for the rest of the meal. Jess has got like is that ice cream or is it like a parfait? What do you got? It's like a pudding, like something like that, I don't know. And I got the chocolate sponge cake with hazelnut ice cream. Yep. All right, so soup, appetizer, entree, Thai, because we ordered the same thing. Dessert, I won. My chocolate sponge cake was the best of the desserts we tried, so go with that if you're going to Alux. That's going to do it for our first evening here back at Sian Con. We're drained, we're out of gas, long day of travel, good food, but we're going to pack it in, get some rest, and attack our first full day tomorrow with the full vigor of 1,000 ships. I don't even know what all that means, but fun day, but lots more to come. Stay tuned. Can't wait to really get into it tomorrow and start to hit the ground running. I need to go to bed. The vlog is over. Future Uncle Matt here, dropping in with one more update from our arrival night stuff. We brought the Apple TV with us on this trip. First time we've done that, something we've talked about several times and either forgot by the time we were packing up to go or just neglected, but managed to remember to pack it and bring it this time just to give us an option, you know, if we wanted to watch some streaming stuff in the room. Obviously, like there's some like geo-block stuff and whatnot, but last night I got to watch Nashville SC take on Philadelphia Union because Apple TV Plus is not geo-blocked. You can watch it anywhere, so that was a cool thing to be able to get back to the room, relax, decompose, watch the boys in gold put on a pretty good performance against Philadelphia, considering we pretty much heavily rotated the team. Ultimately a 0-0 draw. No 615 locker room from me this week since I'm in Mexico, but my guy Dylan will be continuing on with a guest host, so make sure you check out that channel and that feed to see what those boys have to say about the match. I thought it was a pretty good performance from Nashville SC, all things considered. Like I said, Philadelphia was decent as well, but neither team could quite find the breakthrough to get a goal, so we'll take the point on the road with the tough schedule congestion we have going on right now for Nashville SC. But yeah, we got the Apple TV here, so it'll give us a little extra option for finding stuff to do when we're just kind of chilling in the room. Like today, Manchester United takes on Liverpool today at the time of filming. So doubt I'll watch that in the room because that's like in the morning, so probably going to want to be at the beach or hanging out somewhere by that point in time. But nonetheless, come on, you boys in gold. Come on, United.